So on Christmas today, in the Christmas day, the little man with the red coat and the white whiskers comes to a kind of happy reminder. Perhaps this little man with the red suit and the white whiskers is also an extended symbol of the sun that is going to bring us another year of joys. It's going to come from the North Pole, which is pretty good astronomy at that. Very much. For in the old systems, the wheel of the zodiac was placed with Capricorn at the midheaven and Cancer at the nadir. Therefore, the little man that comes from the far north can be a symbol of the earth deity of the ancient Egyptians, a little rotund creature that brought the toys to children, because the Egyptians also celebrated Christmas, and they did it as we did, with little stone dolls and little toys and gifts and little presents of clothing and jewelry and things. But this also came from the great north, the symbol of the unknown, the inclination of the plumed helmet of Osiris was the inclination of the Earth's axis, exactly as we know it today. So from the north comes the light, the north being in this case the birthplace of the annual sun. So in Capricorn the sun is reborn. It is reborn to shine down over the coming months until finally it reaches the fullness of its summer. Then it begins to retire because it has left behind all that is necessary for the next step in human life, and that is man taking care of himself. Now, how does he do this? A farmer can tell you. When the seasons are right, he plants his grain. When the grain is ripe, he puts the seed away for the next harvest. Then he takes and stores away the food for the winter. Every prudent person is storing something for the winter because he does not wish to consider that he has been improvident. So the individual who stores up his own integrities, who has lived a little better during the year, who has done a little good to others, has put away something for the winter. So that as the light of the common sun is dimmed, the light in our own hearts grows brighter.
Folkway that seems to have not been fully explicated. Take a look for a minute at Santa Claus. Santa Claus is the master of the elves, and Santa Claus's elves make toys, and Santa Claus is associated with the colors red and white, the colors of Amanita muscaria. And Santa Claus is associated with reindeer, and reindeer are part of the Amanita muscaria cult because you can drink the urine of the reindeer, and it's better than the first get-go of the mushroom. And then, if all that weren't enough, Santa Claus lives at the center of the world. He lives at the North Pole, where Yggdrasil, the magic world tree, is growing. And then he is active at the winter solstice with his gift-giving elves. So this is clearly a very old folkway that has all the motifs of DMT embedded in it. And it's the major area where we give permission for the expression of these images in our own culture. I mean, this is where we get all of this stuff. And the magic toys of Santa's workshop are the demon artifacts of the elfin forges that are alchemical productions. Yeah.
It really is a Santa Claus.
Hey.
Prophecy has come to pass that there would come to us a chosen one, and that he, having no child of his own, would love all children everywhere, and that he himself would be an artisan and a craftsman and a skilled maker of toys. And now, chosen one, come forward. From this day on, now and forever, you will bring our gifts to all the children in all the world. And all this to be done on Christmas Eve.
How can I do so much in just one night?
Oh, yeah. Well, know this. Time travels with you. That the night of the world is a passage of endless night for you. Until your mission is done. This is your legacy and your gift, as is the gift of flight.
Several others now. The candidate in the mysteries sees the sun shining underneath his feet. This is a peculiar statement connected with the initiation rites. But because he has been taken in darkness from the outside world to the darkness of the inner world. But he sees even in the darkness of the inner world that the light is shining beneath his feet. That is, the light is shining from the earth when it is not shining from the heavens. And therefore it is shining from man when it is not shining from nature. And man becomes the sun and becomes the sovereign sun himself. And by his own light brings nourishment, light, hope, happiness, growth, security to his own kind. In winter, the individual has his chance to do things. Instead of being required to wait or to hope, or just simply through laziness to consider that he will be taken care of, he comes to a season when he must take care of himself. And the world today is in that season. A season in which we can no longer depend upon the errors of others, or no longer depend upon the corruptions of codes. The light has become a little dim for us now. We are in a winter of our discontent. And in this particular season, the sun, psychologically, is obscured. The sun has gone its eternal way. And we must take over the holding of the light until the next winter solstice. Period from the summer solstice.
Wow, neat. I didn't make him do it.
Oh, just like a horse and buggy. Pull the reins. Both together to make them go higher.
Can they do anything you want?
Oh, yes. Well, anything except the super-duper looper.
What's that?
I've been trying for years. Well, maybe tonight's the night. Come on, Donner. Let's give it an old college try. Come on, Donner. This may be it. This may be it. You can do it, Donner. Come on, boy. Here we go. You can do it, boy. I know you can do it. Come Didn't work again. That's all right, Donner boy. We'll get it next Tell him it's all right.